Hello, gamers. Today we're coming at you with the Overkill Podcast number 18. Honestly, I'm shocked that we've been doing this for over 4 months already. But I'm here with my boy Meta Knight,
What's up? I'm back. We back.
and I and I am Kirby DK10. This week we've had it's been pretty interesting. I know we've been having some difficulties, but X-Defiant came out on Tuesday. I got to play. Well, I tried to play it on release, but the servers were not working. For the first about like 2 to 3-ish hours, you could queue into a match and it would kick you out of the queue. And if you kept doing it, you would eventually get into a match, and then it would just do the same thing where it'd kick you out of the queue.
Yes. Yeah.
Eventually, I think what it was there was just so many people trying to queue at one time, it couldn't handle it. But yeah, I don't know. I've played X-Defiant. It's been really fun. X-Defiant should be the gameplay that you're watching for this podcast.
Ooh. But, didn't know that.
Yeah, I know my guy Meta hasn't played it yet.
No, I only played the beta that they had out for a little bit, way back.
It's really fun. The fact that it has no skill-based matchmaking, for me, just that's a big up. And also, I like how you can turn on input-based matchmaking to where it'll only matchmake you against people who are playing on the same, input method. So you get separated. Really cool. You get separated lobbies for the most part.
So how does that? So does that mean if you're playing like on PC with like a controller, it'll only match you up with controller people?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then like keyboard's the same way, where it'll only be keyboard. But you can also turn it off if you don't really care.
Okay.
Which I think X-Defiant is actually a game where, because the aim assist is weaker, I think playing on keyboard is actually better.
Fair enough.
It's not like modern day COD where it just aims for you, pretty much.
Right, yeah. Which is kind of cringe. It looks, it's on my list. It's on my list to play.
It's a free-to-play game.
If that happens.
Yeah. I mean, there's no harm
in catch up on FF.
There's no harm in downloading a free-to-play game, though.
Yes, I could download it. I'm really just trying to level up in FF, as you boys may know, because I want to play the new X Pack that's coming out. So.
Yeah. Probably want to do your dailies on FF, but that's a different subject.
But yeah, it looks great. It looks cool. I like the it seems like it has pretty good pacing.
Yeah, I would say one thing that kind of, it's jarring or it's hard to get used to is compared to other first person shooters. This game, the air strafe speed, you can control yourself really well if you're in the air.
Okay.
And so jump shotting or sliding and then jumping is a really effective strategy, because you can strafe forward and backwards really fast. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's pretty much just Call of Duty. I feel like it's kind of like Apex in a way. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely kind of gives off that vibe.
But yeah.
I mean, it looks cool. I don't know. Y'all should check it out if you never played it. I guess continuing on the FPS train while we're here, since it started out as a COD podcast, and it'll probably become a COD podcast at some point again for a little bit, and then probably won't. We're getting season 4.
Yeah. Season 4. It looks like the maps for, because that's honestly I mean, that's really all I care about is the maps.
Sure.
It looks like we're getting Crash from Call of Duty 4, but it's the Modern Warfare 2019 version. So they just ported the map over.
Cringe. No.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
Is that the only map? Wait, what? Hold on.
Oh no, the air conditioner's kicked on next to me. Sorry, boys. Gonna have to cut that sound out.
Oof. It looks like there's 3 brand new maps: Tokyo, Paris, and Incline.
Ooh.
Incline it reminds me of like a summit, like a kind of like a summit style map, where it's like all snowy. Paris, let me see. It looks medium sized. Looks kind of 3-lane-ish. Probably be all right, you know.
I think I'm most excited for Paris.
And then Tokyo looks. They say it's a medium-sized map, but based off of the map layout, or like the little map screen, it looks to be kind of like medium to large.
Interesting. Okay.
And it looks like it's like 2 lanes, but they like split and then come back together. I don't know. It's definitely a unique layout. I don't know. You know, it's Call of Duty maps. Just been too many of them.
Too many of them. I can barely remember the names. So.
You just know how they look.
Yeah. I mean, you know. Bring back Dome. No, I'm just kidding. I think the coolest thing out of all this crap that I'm looking at is the Gundam. They're releasing some Gundam skins. It's not like I'm gonna buy them, but they're there. That's pretty cool. I don't know too much about Gundam. I just like the style.
Yeah, my favorite is this game mode. This game mode they're adding mid-season is just called Headshots Only. I wonder what that means.
Bro. Wait, didn't they have something like that in Modern Warfare 3? Or no?
Well, they have a, like, in every Call of Duty game, they have a modifier in the custom games where you can make it Headshot Only. But they've never had it as, like, an official playlist.
Cats were wrestling the bag around. Can't trust you guys.
Gotta tame the kitty cats, bro.
Yep. They cannot be tamed, bro. Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. You know.
Well, we got the COD out of the way. No, I'm just kidding.
New kill streak. You know how it is.
Yeah. You know. Yeah.
I played a few matches like a week ago, and I was like, why did I even play this game again?
Oof. That's tough.
Rip Call of Duty.
Dude, honestly, rip Call of Duty, bro. I mean, yeah. I guess we'll move on.
You
That's
like
enough.
anime. My guy Meta likes anime, so he
I
can take
do.
this next one.
Bit of a weeb. Yeah. Dragon Blade Xenoverse. Looks like it's getting some new DLC. It's getting what did I say? Dragon.
You said Dragon Blade, not Dragon Ball.
Dragon Blade, yes, Dragon Blade. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is getting new DLC, and it's really cool. I haven't watched the entire Dragon Ball like anime from like end to end. I watched like parts of it as a kid, but it's pretty cool. They have like the Vegeta arc, which I think is awesome. They're gonna add in, and the Broly arc. I don't know what the Goku Black arc, but that's cool. I don't know what that means, but I know the other ones. So, you know, if y'all don't know, Dragon Ball Z is kind of like a, man, how do you describe it? It's kind of like, Dragon Ball Xenoverse is kind of like a 3D fighter, where you're like floating in the air and you can like dash towards your opponent. It's a gameplay style that like I think is interesting, and I've never tried it, so I don't actually know how it plays out. If I had to imagine, it probably works like a lot of other 3D fighters that I played, where like it's more like a lot of the characters have the ability to dash, but in this game, all of them can dash, and then it's just whatever their best like move out of dash is kind of from the vibes that I get from it. I don't know if I have like any super strong thoughts. Do you?
No, not really. I was just kind of surprised because I looked it up, and this game is from 2016, and this update's free for everyone, and I was like, wow,
You're like, wow.
I guess the Dragon Ball Bandai Namco, they really care about it. Wow, supporting it 8 years later.
Yeah.
That was whenever I was president. All right.
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Also,
there's just so many fighting games.
Yeah. I also just wanted to say that I think I tried to watch like the first episode of Dragon Ball, and I could just not get past all the screaming.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, that is like half the show. So if you don't like that, you're probably.
Yeah, I tried to put on the background while I like played video games, and I was like, "This is horrible."
Oof. I don't think it's a game we'd ever play. I think it's cool. I think you'd like Dragon Ball. You should try it out. But I've never liked 3D fighters like this. Anyways, so I don't think Kirby does either.
No, I probably wouldn't, but
yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that oh gosh, that My Hero Academia game that we played with your friend. Forget
That's
the name
exactly
of it,
what it reminds me of. Yeah,
it was like a 3D. Yeah, it was like a 3D fighter. So,
but it looks cool. I'm glad that they're keeping up with a game from 2016. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It really is awesome. I know the game didn't have... I remember the game got a lot of complaints about not having a lot of content when it first came out. So, it seems like they've been working on fixing that.
Yeah.
I'll probably let you take the lead on this.
Really good. Yeah.
Next one, because I think you probably care a lot.
Yeah. But our next story is our guy Masahiro Sakurai. He refused to add the Adobe surround sound little logo before the game queued up.
Pretty based.
My guy, he basically said that he wants you to get into the action. He doesn't like whenever games have a bunch of loading screens with all the logos and all the programming languages that they use to make it or whatever.
Did this mention what game he was talking about? I couldn't find it. It looks like Kirby Air Ride, based on the thumbnail. But I
have
don't.
No idea.
Which I'm gonna say this while you're looking into that, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible. But that might be the most autismo thing I've ever heard. My guy is out here well, if 10,000 people have to watch this for 1 second, that's 10,000 seconds wasted. I'm like, wow, yeah.
Here's a quote from the article. To prove that he was serious about this, Sakurai then revealed that GameCube racing game Kirby Air Ride was originally supposed to have a Adobe surround sound audio, but Sakurai chose to ditch it because it would have meant showing the Adobe logo at the start of the game for a few seconds.
Dude, that's alpha as fuck.
Dude, my guy... Honestly, I don't even know... I don't even know what's the difference between basically surround sound and stereo.
Yeah.
I know nowadays you can have you have it to where you have 10 or 12 different speakers like around your TV or whatever, and so you get like a 3D or like a whatever you call it, like a 3D or 360 audio. Yeah. But like back in 2001, I don't like, no one had that kind of setup, so I don't know what.
I mean, so from what I understand, stereo is like basically it's like playing the sound straight at you, and surround sound is basically where it's playing it around you. So what, if I remember correctly, in games like this that would say like Dolby surround sound, it essentially just meant that like if you had a surround sound setup, you could play the game with surround sound.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so it looks like there's also two kind of different types of surround sound. I guess there's like the standard where it's like 2 in front and then 2 in back, and then you can have like 12 or whatever around you.
Yeah. They're surround sound is kind of like one of those things where like you can spend, like nowadays, back in the day it was a little cheaper, but nowadays you can spend like $200 and get like 2 speakers to go behind you, or you can spend like $1,000, $2,000 and have like 4 to like 12 if you want.
Yeah.
You just have to have like a place in the room to put it, obviously.
Based. But yeah, my guy Sakurai is alpha.
Dude, that is pretty alpha.
How dare you promote your filthy Adobe?
Dude,
I always call it
so
Adobe.
True.
I mean Adobe. Or Dolby. It's called Dolby. Whatever.
Dolby. Yeah, that's... yeah.
That is a pretty autismo story.
Yeah. I guess we'll move on as well. Speaking of pretty alpha, and this is something that I'm hyped for. Yeah. Steam is gonna get Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I have a PS4 copy of Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I might have to repurchase it on Steam, but I'm really glad this is a thing that's coming to Steam. The funny thing is that you were able to actually play Kingdom Hearts for a long time on PC, but you could only play them using the Epic Game Store, and so
right.
And so I had no idea, and a lot of other people had no idea that you could even play these games on PC.
Yeah, I didn't. I certainly didn't.
But I guess
which
that makes
is dope.
sense.
I've always wanted to play them. I honestly, I wanted to play them more than I wanted to play like any of the Final Fantasies.
Yeah, they're a lot. They're probably are kind of RPG because they are more action oriented. They're not like sit back and press the button. That. You know what I mean? Like they're real time. But yeah, man. I don't know. I didn't get too far in.
You get to play as the Hercules and the Goofy. No, I guess you get to play with them. But yeah, honestly, pretty sick. Yeah. I mean, I'm always a big fan of things like coming over to other platforms. Bro, if that other Discord chat doesn't stop pinging, I swear.
My favorite thing too is like there's a guy on the comment section on r/gaming where I found this article, and he posted. He said, "I can't wait to play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and be absolutely glad and happy at the story and be so pumped up, and then play the third one and be disappointed again.
Oh,
And I was like, ooh.
dang.
I don't know. I've heard mixed. I've heard like the third one was like okay,
Yeah. Brutal.
My favorite thing about Kingdom Hearts was back in 2018, whenever I was in high school, I told one of my friends who was like a big Kingdom Hearts guy, I was like, dude, I think they're gonna add him in Smash. Everyone's talking about Sora being in Smash for it's like a new leak or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it took all the way till like 2022 for him to finally come out.
Bro.
The final character. Anyway.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Speaking of some more FPS stuff.
I remember kids at school being... Well, yeah, I remember kids in college being really disappointed with Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I mean, we never played the original, so I guess,
Yeah, we were COD
Can't really
boys,
talk. Yeah. We were on that Kirby air ride.
Dude, that Kirby air ride hit different.
We played that game so much the disc didn't work.
So true.
But yeah, speaking of more FPS stuff, we talked about this game, I think 2 or 3 podcasts ago, but it's called Delta Force Hawk Ops.
We did.
They revealed a little bit more gameplay. It's just a teaser, basically. People just walking around the game environment, kind of showing off the graphics. Mm-hmm. To be honest, this game, it kind of like reminds me a lot of Insurgency Sandstorm.
Yeah.
It gives off that same like vibe where it's kind of indie, but like it's got some backing behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, this year, like I feel like FPS, and maybe you disagree, but I feel like first-person shooters this year, people who play them, we're eating good this year because we got a ton of stuff.
There's been a ton of good ones that have been dropping or are gonna drop. I mean,
yeah,
whether they're good's another story, but they're dropping at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I don't know, I've heard through the grapevine that another Battlefield game's coming as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see on that one. Don't
We
pre-order,
will.
guys. Don't pre-order.
I would like to point out too, so something I've been looking at while we've been talking, and we'll probably cover like we'll probably mention some of the games coming out next month. There is a game for all you anime boys and girls out there called Spy X Anya, and it's for Spy X Family. It's called Operation Memories, and it looks like it's coming out on the 28th in June. It looks cute, but honestly, like as a video game, it looks like it's gonna suck. Just to be honest with you, it looks like it's like a bunch of mini games that you have to complete to like get story. And I mean, that's cute, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's got the cute dog though.
It is. I mean, the dog, Bond, his name is Bond. It's very cute. The funny thing that I'm seeing is, like, there's going to be a DLC 1 and a DLC 2, and it's just, like, it's basically like an outfit pack, but it's like a game. All it is you're just playing, like, little mini games. So,
yeah,
I mean...
That's what it looks like.
All right. Sure. I've been fascinated by this for the past like 5 minutes. It's just, dude, what? Why? Why do I want like outfits for a minigame sim?
Oh man,
that's crazy.
Wow, my guy's got that autismo, baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, I guess we can move on to the next one. I had to throw that in there because that's just wild to me.
Yeah. I don't know. If you haven't seen, I thought there was some gameplay, more gameplay of like Delta Force Hawk Ops, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I know. I know I kind of sidetracked this. They released a trailer with, I guess you could call it gameplay, but they were just walking around. And I know you already mentioned it, but it's a very beautiful game. I just don't know I don't know what to think of it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the trailer that I remember we reacted to. I'm watching it again. Yeah, this game, I mean, it's basically like Battlefield meets like Modern Warfare 2018 kind of. That's kind of the vibe I get. Which is good. I'm glad that with X Defiant coming out, Call of Duty has some competition, and now it seems like Battlefield's gonna have some competition as well.
Yeah, let's go. Competition's always good.
Yeah. And of course these games are also competing against, like Delta Force is obviously competing against Call of Duty as well, but
yeah, of course.
But yeah. We eating pretty good this year.
We are.
You want to go to our next story?
I guess. So, spicy one incoming. Paper Mario 1000-Year Door remake. I don't remember. Do you know what platforms they're releasing it on? Switch only, right?
It's just on Switch, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There is a controversy right now. I don't know, like, how many people really give a fuck, like, on Twitter, because we don't use Twitter, but apparently they're keeping the trans character. I'm pretty sure the original... I don't know if the original one was really a trans character. I thought it was like a girly boy character, but it wasn't like explicitly trans.
Yes, so the original character is actually something called I'm gonna butcher this, a Otokonoko, I think that's how you say it. It means male daughter or male girl. A Japanese term for men who have a culturally feminine gender expression. So it's basically a cross-dresser.
Yeah.
In plain terms. I mean, I know nowadays people are so confused they might not know what the difference is, but a trans person usually has some sort of surgery done on them or takes hormones to change their physical characteristics.
Or claims to be that identity, but a cross-dresser just likes dressing that way.
Yes, yeah. Or, yeah.
There are straight cross-dressers. I would say it's probably less than gay or trans cross-dressers, but they do exist.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's also It's also Japan. I feel like Japan's a little more eccentric.
Yeah, they are, especially on things like that. I mean, they don't have like as many like cultural barriers about things like that. I mean, whatever, I guess. It's just I just like that IGN has made this into like a story. I guess whoever wrote this really had to pump it out, but
yeah. I just thought it was funny because it's like, bro, it's not a trans character, it's a cross-dresser. What are you on about?
It says, I guess what happens is her character. So it says her title now says the youngest of the three shadows. She's so cute, she's able to infatuate anyone. While her original character bio says Vivian was one of the three shadows, but has now chosen to leave her 2 sisters behind.
What?
So the bio now says she instead of
Not
before.
her.
Huh?
And not her, which is also a female pronoun. What?
Yeah. So I mean, it's basically the same shit, right? Like I don't.
Yeah, they didn't change the character. I don't know.
Yeah, they just changed the bio, I guess. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. I kind of like the old text only because it makes it sound like they like left the other sisters, which is kind of cool. That's like a loner because you kind of found you kind of find her like out in like these tall grasses, like away from everybody. So yeah, I don't, whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
Leave it up to IGN to make a mountain out of a molehill on everything.
Yeah. I don't get it.
I don't get it. I said, wow, I don't understand. Seems like a waste of time. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I guess we can go ahead before we get to this last story, because I really like this last story. I don't really want to taint too much of the end of the episode. So next month, I figured we'd just cover some of the stuff coming out. Destiny 2 DLC, The Final Shape, is coming out June 4th, apparently. We've given up on that quite a while ago. We got Star Wars Hunters, which is like a mobile game. V Rising is coming to PS5. I know a lot of our friends have been playing that. I don't really care. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree is actually coming out on June 21st for $40. That is the obviously the DLC that they promised. There is Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble coming out on the 25th for the Switch, which I think is sick. They remade Monkey Ball 1, 2, and 3 on that other game, and now they're actually making more Monkey Balls. So there's that. And Luigi's Mansion 2 is June 27th, HD. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, excuse me, which obviously is a remake. And then there's some Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'm sure some of you care about that. Yeah.
Yeah, the weebs. The weeb. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like so far removed from the games we like to play. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I figured we'd cover those. I think we probably won't buy any of these or like get into any of these. Maybe I'll get the Elden Ring DLC like a year from now, to be honest with you. But
yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah. Maybe I have to try out Destiny again.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. I come back from time to time and I play it, and I'm just like, it's just like you doing the same strikes and same missions over and over.
Lord,
It's just like, oh gosh,
it's
I don't
like
want to do this again.
It's horrible.
Yeah, and you have like really good guns already. It's just like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, the rose-tinted glasses really fade on that game.
It's tragic. It's tragic, I say.
Yeah.
Well, you want to get on to our last story?
Yeah.
It's kind of an older one, but
let's get it.
Me and Kayla, me and Meta, we've been getting a little bit more religious, of course.
Yes.
And so we thought we would add this one to the end, but I thought this was really cool. So there's this priest, let me find his name, Father Robert Bellisir. He's a software developer. He's in Silicon Valley, but he's a priest basically, on the side, I guess.
On the side, baby.
And he
I like that casual
he decided
priest
to
on the
make.
side.
This was in 2019. He decided to make a. He put a poll out on Twitter, and he said, "Should I make a Rust, Minecraft, Ark, or Team Fortress server?" And 64% said Minecraft, so he made a Minecraft server.
Sweet.
And he wanted to offer a server in particular to be, that could be less toxic, and that could bring people together. And within the first week, the whole server got griefed, which is really tragic. But eventually, I believe he finally got to addressing the issue, and I think the server kind of died down a little bit after like the first couple announcements.
Yeah.
And then sadly, I believe it was in April. I believe it was April 2023. He shut down the server.
Oof. Yeah. That is pretty sad. I mean, it's not surprising though, given the dislike, just kind of the high percentage of like gamers that are like atheists or just have something against religion in general. Yeah, it is sad though. I don't know what could have stopped that. Maybe they needed more mods or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, it's a good idea. So apparently he made it. He made it as a organized secular Minecraft server, so it wasn't. It was just, and it was supposed to be less toxic, but obviously, it got griefed and stuff. But yeah, it's very sad.
My guy trying to do good out here. Getting pooped on by trolls.
It's called Digital Jesuit. Jesuit?
Jesuit.
That's funny.
Huh. That's pretty sad, I'm not gonna lie.
That's just what he goes by online, I guess.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. It's been a pretty dead week.
Oof. Another one.
Other than X Defiant, it's been pretty much nothing.
Yeah. Well, boys. Yeah. What you gonna do? I've noticed as like games become more like live servicey, there's like less going on. Just because, I mean, you can't just release a whole new game.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know, whenever every game has new events every week or whatever, it's kind of hard to keep up with everything. You kind of
you can't play.
You kind of have to like have selective hearing,
Mm-hmm. 1,000%.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast episode, baby.
Yeah, another fun one. They're always fun.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah. Y'all guys have a great day wherever you're at. Peace.
Peace. I will.